G'day and welcome to this week's video. My name's Robert Gowdy and hopefully we'll give you a bit of an insight on what it takes to get to $1 million. And more importantly, it's the early savings that count the most. And recently I checked out a financial blog run by a very young guy, I think in the US, called 4 Pillar Freedom. I'll put a link down into the description for you to check it out. I'll send you to the blog post that really intrigued me. And what it was essentially saying was, if you save $10,000 per year at an annual rate of 7%, how long does it get you to $100,000? And then if we're compounding the interest that you make on that $100,000 and you continue to save, how long does it get you to take to the next 100 and the next 100,000 until you get to 1 million? And so I think it really proves the point that starting early and of course making a start is absolutely essential. So making that start as small as it might be, it shows that you make that start and it becomes easier with compounding interest. So I've gone to the MoneySmart website here, which is obviously we can put a link down below in the description for you as well, and we've put an initial deposit of $0 in and that you're saving $10,000 per year and an interest rate of 7%. So we're mimicking the case study that the guy did within his blog. So you can see here, to get to just over $100,000, it takes 8 years, 10 grand by 7%. Now, importantly, the next 100,000 becomes a little bit simpler. So if we go from 8 years and we add another 5 years to that, you'll see again it gets us to just over $200,000. Now he works in fractions of years, so my figures here aren't exact, but it proves the point. So we've gone from 8 years now down to 5. It's becoming easier. Just looking across, we'll add another 4, which gets to 17 years. Let's see what happens there. Obviously, yeah, it's not identical. That's why it's a little bit above 300,000. But yeah, we've only essentially added another 4 years. So we've gone from 8 down to 4, to accumulate up to 300,000. And as you guess, as time goes on, it becomes a hell of a lot easier. And in the last few years, from say 900,000 up to 1 million, guess what? It takes just over 1.3 years to get there. So it's essentially saying the sooner you start, the quicker, obviously you're going to get there a lot quicker, but the easier it becomes. And for most of what I see, it's making the start, which is the hardest thing to do, which I understand, given that many people have financial stress. We're trying to live, we're trying to get the balance right between now and retirement, but whatever you put away and that starts to compound is going to add value for you down the track. The trick is to get money working earlier. So under these sort of figures, if we go through to 31 years, that is at 7%. That essentially gets you there. The bulk of the hard work has been done at the front end of the 30 years, by that early saving, because that's when compound interest kicks in. So please check out the guy's blog post. I think it's an absolute cracker, where he actually breaks down, how many years along the journey, the decreasing years, to earn that next $100,000. I think that should be a fantastic motivation. And we'll also put in the link to the compound interest calculator, which is just on the MoneySmart website that the Australian government and ASIC run. So yeah, some fantastic tools there for you. Hope that's of value for you. I think it's a real cracker and worth checking out. Thanks for listening. Please subscribe to the channel. That'd be awesome. And for those that already have, thank you for your support. Really appreciate it. We'll catch you next week.